9 most toxic zodiac signs that scare people away. Well, after surveying countless customers during my 5 years of experience and combining them with some relationships in my life, I realized that we all have a dark side. But some astrological signs are considered to have it more toxic than others. So I've compiled a list of the most toxic zodiac signs out there. Trust me, you won't want to cross any of these folks with their dark sides lurking just below the surface. I know it's unfair to label individuals or any zodiac sign as toxic. It is not determined solely by astrology, but by factors such as upbringing, genetics, environment, and personal experiences. But no matter what, astrology is still a useful tool for self-discovery, understanding to accept, and to accept to perfect. Please feel assured that without further ado, let's dive right into my personal list of the most toxic zodiac signs in this video. 1. Scorpio. No surprises here when Scorpio is the most toxic zodiac sign of the zodiac. These astrological signs are famous for being mysterious and fascinating, but in reality, they're actually very extreme and chill creatures. As the fiery passion sign, when Scorpio loves, they love hard and leave nothing on the table. They'll go above and beyond to please their partner and quench their desires. However, once they hate, look out. Scorpios hold nothing back beyond unleashing a wrath of fury that's any other sign unmatched. Even when they're not hesitant to wield poison-filled stingers to use them either to protect themselves at all cost. So don't think about betraying a Scorpio unless you're ready to find yourself facing a lifetime of revenge seeking from them. Gemini. Gemini's ruling planet Mercury blesses them with the gift of communication, but it also gives them a reputation for being a gossip king or queen. These social butterflies thrive on impressing others, especially eager to increase their own importance themselves. This is why Geminis always love to spice up their stories and add a touch of drama to keep things interesting, even if it means stretching the truth a little. While they're not trying to hurt anyone, their habit of stretching that truth can make them come across as untrustworthy. So if a Gemini starts telling you a story that seems a little too good to be true, take it with a grain of salt. Cancer. Anyone who knows a Cancer will surely say and sigh, "Buckle up, folks." We have to be extra mindful of what comes out of our mouths in front of the Cancer, otherwise the fun will be over and everything becomes very hard. Well, they are, after all, the only zodiac sign ruled by the moon in astrology, which is why no one is sure that Cancer is an easy, understanding person when their moods rise and fall like a tidal wave. 1 minute, they're your best friend, ready to hear your every thought and a great shoulder to cry on. But they can turn into a grumpy and irritable child who seems indifferent to everyone's troubles and blindly focused on their own problems. These zodiac signs tend to be self-absorbed and withdraw into their hard shells to the point of pushing others away. This can make it hard for their loved ones or people who are not as emotionally in tune as Cancers are to keep up and find such emotional mind games far too exhausting. Aquarius. Well, everyone knows that Aquarius is really unusual, which is like nothing on Earth. You tell them to turn right, but they will turn left. You tell them to stop at a red light, but then they will rush onto the sidewalk. The further they go against the crowd, the more interesting they become. Just kidding. The natural inclination of this zodiac sign is to challenge the status quo and societal norms, especially underestimating the value of tradition when they may see these rules as limitations on stifling their creativity and individuality. This is why they become rebellious and eccentric, even putting Aquarius individuals at odds, aloof and lacking empathy with those around them. Leo. As an ultimate cosmic diva, Leos are like giant suns, shining bright and demanding the universe's attention. This zodiac sign refuses to blend into the background and instead craves the spotlight and will do whatever it takes to make sure people's eyes stay on them. This means that they defy showing off themselves or their talents excessively for the purpose of obtaining external recognition. Even they are extremely show-offs when it comes to their appearance, with their shiny hair and lavish outfits. Despite basking in their own glory is what brings Leo joy, and it's hard for them to resist the urge to check themselves out. It's important for them to remember that there's a fine line between self-assurance and vanity that makes them come across as boastful and imperious. Virgo. Virgo is known for being nit judgmental and overly critical, which put them in the toxic zodiac sign list. Although they may be admired for their systematic workability and thorough plans, the over-analysis leads Virgo easily to cross the line into harshness and severeness. Their perfectionism can turn into obsessiveness and excessive caution, even to the smallest detail. They have incredibly high expectations for not just themselves, but for everyone around them. And let's be honest, it's pretty tough to live up to those standards. What's worse is that sometimes they don't even realize just how scrutinizing and retorting they are. It's almost like they're mocking those who can't keep up with their flawless standards. Accidentally, they cause stress and suffocation, not only to them, but make others annoyed and urgent. Aries. Aries, the fiery sign ruled by Mars, is all about taking risks and prefers living life on the edge. With a natural inclination towards courageousness and independent action, Aries folks rarely pause to think things through before diving headfirst into the fray. Instead, these rams thrive on the adrenaline rush that comes with embracing the unknown challenges and gain everything at the very moment immediately without any delays. Even they ignore hidden consequences in the process due to lacking thorough thinking. Despite being warned, if you dare to challenge their perspective or criticize their decisions, you may just trigger their explosive waves of temper, unleashing the fury of an angry giant. That makes me think of Hulk-style rage. Sagittarius. We all know and love Sagittarius for their honesty and straightforwardness. Especially, we admire them when they always tell the truth in any situation. However, their honesty is not always served with a side of tact. Their approach can come across as brutal and unpolished at times, making them a force to be reckoned with. That is why you should buckle up when turning to Sagittarius for their opinions, because they won't pour honey into your ears, and they never sugarcoat for their pieces of advice. Unfortunately, this might come off as insensitive or hurtful when these centaurs let someone else face the naked truth. Capricorn. As a sign born under Saturn's power, the planet of responsibility, discipline, obligations, and authority, Capricorns have an innate gravitas that turns them into powerful leaders. However, these zodiac signs are single-minded about their ambitions and won't let anyone stand in their way. They can be accused of being unfeeling, cold-hearted, and power-hungry in their pursuit of success, even sometimes coming off as bossy and stubborn. They aren't afraid to throw their weight around and come off as condescending in the face of admitting mistakes, demanding requests, or severely managing every detail along the way. Be careful, or this overbearing manner makes them extreme dictators who nobody loves, even will be forever hated for having oppressed the people and their reputation irreparably tarnished. Let's be honest, does the goat want to end up like that? Guess that.